Hey, this is Rahul, and in today's video we're going to talk about the V6 helmet Bluetooth intercom provided to me by gearbest.com. I've been using this for the last 2 months, so I've had a long time to test it. I can tell you that it is really weatherproof. It has gotten wet several times over the last 2 months, so it is waterproof. What is it essentially? It is a Bluetooth intercom, which means if your friend also has an intercom, you can connect to him and talk to him. The range is 1200 meters, but in our testing we did test it out riding the Z900 and a Duke 390, and we did some very good speeds. The good part is even at high speeds you can hear them clearly. The bad part is the 1200 meter is a little bit overextended. We could hear ourselves 600-700 meters max. I know that results may vary depending upon the conditions of weather and also about electronic interference, but that's the results we got. Max 700 meters. After that the voice kind of broke up. Now I've also reviewed the BTS2. That is the cheapest Bluetooth intercom available. A lot of people buy it. Last time when I reviewed it, the sound was like listening to radio, all of those statics coming in, so that was there. But this one, even the intercom sounds like phone, and that really means that you have better audio quality and it's much clearer to hear, whereas on that one you had to kind of guess the words. It was usable, very much usable, because you're not having really a conversation. If your rider is telling you something, you can understand whether to stop or not, but this one's more like you can freely converse within your friends, and that's the really great quality. Now we'd go into the Bluetooth intercom system and explain all the buttons and functionality. So let's start that. This is the unit, and the first good thing is this is easily detachable, so for charging you don't need to get your entire helmet to charge. You can just detach this unit and charge it. The charging cable is a unique thing, however, so if you lose it you're gonna have big difficulties finding a spare. No USB-C or no micro USB ports on this one, so you keep your charger cable very safe and secure. Don't lose it. Now 6 rider connections, so this is your principal rider connection for a group. Maybe this is your group leader. You tap this to connect to your group leader. Now you have other 5 riders, yourself being the 6th rider, so you have 4 connections for on the edges for the other 4 riders, main rider in the middle, and yourself being the 6th rider. So 6 rider connection. Theoretically it works. Practically it works only with 1 rider at a time. So yeah, you can connect to 6 riders, but there is no group chat, and that is what you'd get when you spend $250 or $300 on a Sena. Apart from that, most of the features are actually the same, but obviously group chat is a big feature, so that's a miss on this one. Bluetooth 3.0 means will connect to your latest Android and iPhone. I've tested out with both and it works flawlessly. Music quality is pretty good, and since it's inside the helmet, it kind of gives that surround sound kind of a feel. Speakers are better than the ones that I used previously, and this is very much satisfied for me for the music use. The sound is very balanced. It's a little tinny, but it'll do. It's very, very loud, however, so even if you're going at 100 kilometers per hour, you can still enjoy your music, which is not what I recommend because it kind of blocks out other sounds. So I'm not really a big music fan while riding, just because of the safety issues. This is your call button, and if you press and hold for 2 seconds, it calls the last number you dialed. If you just press it once, it triggers your iPhone or Android's help assistant, which means Siri or OK Google. You can say, just press it once and say OK Google, and then you can give voice commands through that. If you want to reject a call while it's coming, so if you just press it and hold it for 2 seconds, it rejects the call, and if you don't do anything after 5 rings, it is automatically answered. So that's automatic answer feature is there. You don't really need to move your hands away from the system. Now these are the volume buttons. This is great for adjusting volume of calls as well as music. Now one bad thing, these buttons are really small, and while you're wearing leather gloves, like I use the Dainese Druid D1 long gloves, I generally have difficulties finding the buttons. It's still something that I'm not gotten over, so I generally try to press this because I only have another pair which is connected to my friend Rohan, so it's easy for me to just press this and connect to him. And once you're connected, if you're just using 2-rider connection, you don't really need to press anything, you're connected all the time. But if you're using 3-rider connection, then you need to use one of the edge buttons, or even more riders, the more buttons are useful. If you guys want to ask me what are the negatives, downsides to this, well, the first thing is obviously there's no group chat. The second thing is the buttons are too small. The third thing is, yes, the charging cable system is unique to this, so you cannot lose it. Do I recommend it? Obviously yes, because at this price point there is nothing better, and I think it is much better than the previous one, the BTS2, which is just a few dollars cheaper. So if you're wondering the price of this unit, it's just $70. Wait for it, it's not 70 for one, it's 70 for 2 units, which makes it effectively $35 for a single unit. You cannot ask for anything better, any better in value for money. So just go ahead and buy this one. GearBest sponsored me this item and they've been very patient, let me test it out for 2 months before I put this review. The links are in the description. These are my affiliate links. If you buy using my links, I get a little bit of a kickback, which really helps us supporting this channel, and also lets GearBest know that my reviews are working and they'll send more stuff to me. If you're a new subscriber, hit that subscribe button. If you're an existing subscriber, make sure that your bell icon is turned on, otherwise you will not get to see new videos from me. That's the way YouTube works. I know it sucks, but I always have to request you to press that bell icon. If you've been a subscriber for a long time, you can check out my Patreon. You can help me by providing $1 per month. It really helps us put out more videos and go for those long tours that all of you guys love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. This is Rahul. Goodbye.